Hello, my beautiful diamonds. Tell me something. Does forgiving someone mean reconciliation? I'm going to share a clip with you, and she has her viewpoint, and I also have mine.
There's a difference between forgiving a person and giving a person a second chance.
Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiveness is simply acknowledgement. That's what it is. I'm acknowledging that there was some type of wrongdoing that has impacted me in a negative way, but that does not mean that I need to connect with you again, because that's where the accountability of self starts to come in. Because now that I can acknowledge that you have done something to negatively impact me, and I can accept the fact that this is what has happened, now it is my responsibility to create some type of resolve in my life. And so that means that in order for me to avoid this happening again, I'm not going to connect with you again. I don't have to give you a second chance. God can give you that. No offense, because I'm a Christian, so I know some of y'all like, hold on, wait a minute. No, because that's what the problem is. So many of us are taught that we have to forgive and let somebody back into our life. No, I'm releasing this from my heart. I can still love you, but I can't deal with you, and you can't have that access to me anymore.
Well, how do you guys feel about that? You know, I say, look, if I see a person is trying, like they're putting the work in, they're in treatment, therapy, I see that they used to have a problem with something, but they are doing everything in their power to remedy the situation, and they have remedied the situation, I would definitely reconcile with the person. You know, I'm basically speaking about my parents. When it comes to my parents and when it comes to my children, those are like the two majors that I focus on. When it comes to certain friendships, it depends, you know. I think one of the things that Jehovah God and Jesus Christ love about me the most is that I have a pure heart, an honest heart. I'm a lover of the truth. I'm not trying to guilt anyone. And when it comes to guilt, let's think about guilt. How can someone make you feel guilty when you know you're not wrong about a situation? See, you can't make me feel guilty about anything. The only reason why a person will feel guilt is because they know that they're wrong. And they know that they're not being fair about something. That's just my viewpoint. Of course, I'll appreciate your viewpoint on this matter as well. You know, but when it comes to reconciling with someone, like if my mom had a situation, but she corrected the situation, she's doing everything to make amends with me, I would definitely reconcile with my mom. Not a problem. Or the same with my dad. You know, if it was my son, my daughter, let's say they fell off. Let's say they had some issues with drugs or alcohol. And they've come and said, sorry, mom. But, you know, but I see that they are definitely working like a dog to try to do better. Yeah, I definitely will. One, I will forgive you. Absolutely. I have never had a problem forgiving people. But reconciliation, not a problem. When it comes to my flesh and my blood, I work with that. Other people feel differently. I feel that if you're dealing with someone who's violent, like physically violent, because sometimes when people drink or drug or whatever their issues may be, they may become violent, then you have to use proper discretion. You know, like I'll do FaceTime with you. I'll meet you in a public place, one of our places where we're both comfortable. But you know, life is hard. People make mistakes. People fall off. People do it all the time. But when someone is trying to make amends and they show you, not talk about it, they don't tell you, but they're showing you that they are genuinely sorry, yeah, I would reconcile. Now, if someone has a pattern and they're constantly not even putting forth an effort, like I know some people, honey, they just threw in the towel. They had drug problems and they just said, you know what? I'm a drug addict. I'm a crackhead. I'm a coke head. I'm a crystal meth person. I smoke THC. That's just who I am. I'm going to stay the way I am. See, that's a person that I'm not going to reconcile with. I will definitely forgive them. But even Jesus said, you don't forgive unless people ask. Some people don't even ask, but I readily forgive people. And you can tell when you forgive someone because you can pray for them. You know, you can ask God to also bless them. Bless them, you know, in a way that they'll turn their life over to Christ. That's the greatest blessing a person can have. You know, I ask God to bless certain ones so that they can have a wake-up call, or so that they can see things clearly. Please bless them with clear eyes to see correctly. Now, like I said, everyone is different. Some people, they find it hard to let go of past hurt. You know, a lot of people have been traumatized incredibly. So I get that. I fully understand that. At the same time, when you're talking about me, SheilaTruelove, oh yeah, absolutely. I have no problem reconciling with someone who has shown me evidence that they are genuinely putting in the work to try to remedy the situation. And that's my take on that. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds.